Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of The Natural by Joe Klein, narrated by George Wilson. This work is copyrighted 2002 by Joe Klein. This recording is copyrighted 2002 by Recorded Books. In this book, Joe Klein, author of Primary Colors and a staff writer for The New Yorker, addresses the subject he knows best, Bill Clinton. And now, The Natural.
Prologue. On January 21st, 1998, after 5 tumultuous, sloppy, often brilliant, exhausting, and elusive years as President of the United States, Bill Clinton finally landed in a political mess from which he seemed unlikely to extricate himself. That morning, the Washington Post reported the president apparently had been intimate with a White House intern, a young woman named Monica Lewinsky, and that he had lied about this relationship under oath in a sexual harassment lawsuit brought by a second woman, a former Arkansas state employee named Paula Corbin Jones. The news was received with undisguised glee by the national press, which had repeatedly chased the president down dark alleys of imagined corruption, only to find the trails evaporate, and the alleged perpetrator basking in what seemed to be illogical levels of public approval. These charges, however, were considerably more accessible and more plausible than the previous run of misdemeanors. They combined the president's most commonly assumed depravities, a surplus of libido, and a deficit of integrity. The surplus had been expended upon an employee the approximate age of his daughter, and the deficit involved untruthfulness of a potentially criminal sort. Furthermore, there appeared to be solid evidence of Clinton's guilt. There were tape recordings, the second time in his career that Clinton had allowed himself to be caught on tape in intimate conversations with a woman not his wife. And there were rumors of more revelations to come. That morning, George Stephanopoulos, formerly Clinton's closest personal aide, but now a professional commentator on the ABC television network, had opened the bidding at the highest possible level. He speculated that these charges were so serious that, if proven, they would lead to impeachment proceedings. The first televised images of the president that day were startling. For once, this most facile of politicians seemed flummoxed. He looked tired, blotchy, shifty, nervously parsing tenses.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?